Hello ladies and gentlemen. Today I'd like to talk about how you can speed up your sluggish old Windows 10 computer. Well, first of all, common question I'm asked is, well, my computer didn't be this slow when I bought it. Why is it slowed down over time? Well, the simple fact is, over the years, each month that goes by, Microsoft will very helpfully install patches and updates that slow the computer down, as do all the other software providers that you have software installed on your computer. Therefore, over time, the computer has to do more and more hard work, and thus it slows down. If you want to speed up your computer, here's a few things that you don't want to do. First of all, don't search on the internet for how to speed up my computer or how to optimize my PC or some such thing, because pretty much all the software that will be displayed will almost certainly do the opposite. It'll slow your computer down, and most of the time it'll demand money to get you back to where you were. Secondly, don't delete any of your data, your documents, your pictures, email, etc. It's a common misconception. People think, oh, my computer's a bit full up, so I'll get rid of some of my stuff and that will speed it up. Well, it doesn't. The only time that it'll have any measurable effect is if you have hundreds of thousands of documents or pictures on your computer. Most common usage, you've got a few hundred, a few thousand documents or pictures, and the computer can handle that just fine. Lastly, if you're running a really old PC that's running Windows 7 or Windows 8, don't think about upgrading to Windows 10. It is a free option for most users, but if you think your Windows 7 machine's running slow, you wait until you put Windows 10 on. It'll run even slower. A lot of people think, well, hang on, I've got a PC. I can upgrade PCs. Well, you can, but if you have an old PC, say over 6 years old, I would say save your money and put that money to buying a new PC, because any upgrade won't really increase the speed of a fundamentally old PC that much. But if you have a newer PC, say 3-4 years old, and you have only 4 gigabytes of RAM, you can upgrade to 8 gigabytes. And that should give you quite a nice speed boost, especially when you're running multiple programs on Windows. Another thing you can do is upgrade your old mechanical spinning hard disk drive for a new solid state drive. Now, the SSDs, solid state drive, are much faster than the old mechanical hard disks, over 10 times faster in most cases, and that really will be noticeable as a speed increase for your computer. Obviously, any upgrades you would probably want to go to a PC engineer to perform for you. The RAM upgrade is normally fairly simple. Obviously, it'll just cost you the money of the price of the RAM and installation. The hard disk upgrade is a bit more involved, because you have to not only swap the drive out, but you have to copy the information from your old hard disk to the new one, which involves specialized equipment. If you're not up for any hardware upgrades, there's a few things we can do that will speed up your old sluggish computer. First of which is, don't shut your PC down at night. Use the sleep option. When you use the sleep option, what happens is that the computer turns itself off almost, but there's still a little bit of power going through the computer, and it keeps the desktop in memory. When it wakes up, it's ready to rock and roll. You don't need to wait for it to start up as you do when you turn the computer on in the morning. Also, a nice thing is, in the middle of the night, it does actually wake up and goes into what is called maintenance mode. What this does is that runs antivirus checks, scans the hard disk, installs any patches that need to be installed. It basically keeps the computer working at its optimal level. If you shut the computer down every night, it never gets the chance to go into maintenance mode and the computer will actually get poorer and poorer over time. What I do is I use the power and sleep options, which is found in settings, just to get the computer to turn itself off after 30 minutes. It's the simplest way, so when I use a computer, I just walk away and let the computer handle the rest. Another thing that will actually speed up your PC is remove unwanted programs, apps if you like, that you don't use anymore. Unlike deleting documents and pictures, this will have an effect on the computer because applications, even when you're not running them, are in the background using up the resource of the computer, thus slowing it down. So let's have a quick look at how you uninstall an application. Here's our desktop, and we want to uninstall iTunes. So the way to uninstall a program is quite simply press the start button, go up to settings, which is a little cogwheel, click on that. This is the settings menu. This is where you can get to power and sleep options if you want. That's under the system settings, and you can see power and sleep there. But for our example, we're going to go into apps, and here's where we can uninstall the programs. So we want to uninstall iTunes. We just click on iTunes and select uninstall. Select it again, and then that will run the iTunes uninstall program. It'll just take a moment or so to uninstall everything. There you go, that's uninstalled. So we just do the same with the other programs that are associated with Apple iTunes, and that's the Apple mobile support. We'll get rid of that. The Apple software update service, and finally the Bonjour service, which is how you can use a Apple compatible printer. There you go, all done. And that should just a little bit speed up your computer, but if you repeat the process for all the other programs you no longer use, you may well find your computer will run a little bit faster. Finally, you can reset your PC. Now, I want you to be very aware this is not a light thing to do. It has consequences, but it definitely will speed up your PC. So to get to reset this PC, you have to go into settings, go into update and security, and then the recovery option. And then you'll get this window that says choose an option, keep my files or remove everything. Well, if you select remove everything, you will completely reset your computer back to how it was when you first took it out of the box when it was brand new. That will delete all of your files, all of the programs, everything. If you select keep my files, that will keep all of your stuff, your pictures, your documents, etc. But it will remove all of the programs that did not come with Windows when it was new. So any programs that you have installed will be deleted as part of the PC reset. Also, this is not really described, you will lose a lot of your settings. So if you've told your web browser to remember passwords, etc., chances are that'll be reset as well. Although this option definitely works, it will speed up your PC because it cleans out all of the superfluous stuff, gets built up over time. It will be quite a challenge to get your PC in a working state. So I give you it as an option, but again, beware. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.